There once was a young woman named Amina, known for her good manners, patience, and hardworking nature. She grew up in a poor family, but her parents taught her that good character is more valuable than wealth. When she came of age, a man named Daniel asked for her hand in marriage. He was kind, responsible, and deeply loved Amina. Their marriage began happily, but everything changed when Amina moved into her husband's family home, where she lived with her mother-in-law Margaret. Margaret was a strict and difficult woman. In front of others, she appeared kind, but inside the home she was harsh and controlling. She believed every new bride should be tested to prove her strength. In the early days, Amina tried her best to please her. She spoke respectfully, prepared tea, cooked delicious meals, and kept the house very clean. But Margaret never appreciated any of it. Every morning, Amina woke up before dawn. She lit the fire, made breakfast, cleaned the house, washed clothes, and fetched water. Her hands became rough, and her back ached, yet she never complained. Still, Margaret would say, "You are not as good as the girls before you. Your work is never enough." Sometimes, she would even hide things and accuse Amina. "You stole this." Amina felt deep sadness. But she remembered her mother's words. Patience is the key to success. In their first year of marriage, Amina became pregnant. She hoped this would soften her mother-in-law's heart, but instead, the pressure increased. Even while pregnant, Amina continued doing heavy work. One rainy day, while carrying water, she slipped and fell hard. She was in pain, but instead of helping her, Margaret said, "Be careful. Don't be lazy." That night, Amina cried silently, telling no one about her pain. Her husband, Daniel, began to notice a change. The joy on her face had faded. When he asked, "I'm fine." One day, Daniel returned home unexpectedly and overheard his mother shouting, "You are nothing. You have no value in this house." Those words broke his heart. He finally saw the truth. He noticed Amina's injured hands and her exhausted face. When he gently asked again, she finally broke down and told him everything. Daniel was deeply upset. That night, he confronted his mother. "What you are doing is injustice. My wife is patient, but that does not mean she should be mistreated." Margaret became defensive. "I raised you, and now you choose her over me." Daniel calmly replied, "I choose justice. If you do not change, we will leave this house." A few days later, Daniel took Amina away so she could rest. There, her health improved, and she gave birth to a healthy baby. When Margaret heard the news, her heart softened. She remembered how she herself had once suffered under her own mother-in-law. She realized she had repeated the same injustice she once hated. One day, she came to Amina holding the baby and said, "I was wrong. I was filled with anger and pride, but you showed patience and respect. Please forgive me." Amina, with tears in her eyes, replied, "I forgive you." From that day on, Margaret became a different person. She helped Amina, cared for the child, and the home was finally filled with love and understanding.